Yeah, of course I'll be playing the new 007 game when it comes out. Yeah, no, that's what Archive was just saying, that Japan had to stop doing their Pokemon collab and because of all the scalpers. I know. And yeah, Saros is apparently a midnight drop, so we'll be playing that tonight. I mean, the best option is just having the workers rip the plastic off once you buy it, right? I think that's the best solution. I think that is easily the best deterrent. You buy a box, plastic cuts off. Some LCSs are doing that. I think that's the best way to do it. Can't resell it at that point. You can try and reseal it, but then everyone knows you resealed it and they won't buy it. I doubt any of these scalpers have a way to like convincingly reseal the product. I wonder what compels the losers to scalp to the point where you start fights and crimes. Well, I mean, it's just money, bro. You'd understand it if you stopped thinking about them as cards in a children's hobby, because that's not what they think of it as. They literally just see it as money. So to them, they are fighting over actual dollars, even though that's just not the reality of it. Like, to a sane person, it makes no sense, but these people have lost their fucking minds. Oh man, that's big. You saw the trailer for Jackass 5? The teaser, right? Yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
I'm going to talk about what the real
You hyped for the Backrooms movie? I am. Man, I am farting a lot. Holy. Zoinks, man. Oh my god. You saw the Scientology building removed all the door handles and now they're completely locked down. I saw. They're in DEF CON mode.
So these Scientology raid TikToks have gone so bad that the Scientology buildings removed the handles from their doors. Now, I'm sure you've heard about this trend by now, as people would just raid the Scientology buildings to try and understand how the building looks on the inside. And it's actually been working, as they've been actually able to slowly get a map of how the inside of it looks. This one group with a guy dressed as Jesus probably was the one that went the furthest, as they basically went around the entire building.
This was a really good speed run. They did do, like, the entire thing. They didn't make it up to, like, Xenu level suites or anything, but they did have a good run.
But now they have finally caught on to the trend and seem to be trying to stop it by any means necessary, even putting guards on the outside of the building. But honestly, I really hope this doesn't stop them, because I want to see this trend continue. So
we all do. One of the first good TikTok trends ever. Why do people even want to do this? Because Scientology is a dangerous fucking cult, man. And they operate in complete secrecy and complete immunity. So they're fucking with them. All power to them. Let them run. Let them speed run their buildings. Yeah, I saw the other speedruns. We watched them on stream a little while back. Isn't it illegal to not have door handles? People say it's a fire hazard. The Scientology operates above the law. So even if it is illegal, it's not going to change anything. It doesn't matter. And that's not an exaggeration. Scientology is literally above the law. I'm not making like a joke. They can do anything. So it's not gonna matter. Brother, they have literally a hole where they send people who misbehave. They have a black site. And it's well known. They have their own secret prison. Secret's the wrong word. And nothing gets done. They can do anything they want. No, they don't, brother. They literally do. I only just learned about it recently because I hadn't been keeping up with Scientology. But it's called The Hole. They have their own private facility where they house their bad members. And it's genuinely just a fucking prison. Like, it's crazy. A place of confinement and humiliation where Scientology's management and culture, always demanding, grew extreme inside. A who's who of Scientology leadership went at each other with brutal tongue lashings and even hands and fists, intimidate each other into crawling on their knees and standing in trash cans, confessing to things they hadn't done. They lived in degrading conditions, eating and sleeping in cramped spaces designed for office use. Yeah, but they have a Navy too, which is pretty cool to see. Is that true? I didn't bother researching that claim. I wouldn't be surprised. I bet they do have their own Navy. Yeah, the Sea Org. Yep. They do have their own Scientology Navy. It's a private Navy. They have their own uniforms and ranks. The Sea Org. They're looking for the Philosopher's Stone. True. You know about the skateboarding YouTube channel where the owner gives all the revenue to Scientology? Braille. Yeah, that's how we got on the Scientology speedrun topic last time. I'm very familiar. I know all about Braille. All of Scientology sounds like a Fallout DLC. Well, that's because it's literally designed by a sci-fi writer. It is meant to be that way. The actual purpose of Scientology, though, is to hose money from desperate people and prey on them and control them. And they use celebrities as a means of doing that as well. So the celebrities see profit. Obviously, people like Tom Cruise don't actually believe this shit, but they make money. To be fair, Tom Cruise might be the only celeb believer. Maybe, I mean, I don't know Tom Cruise personally. Maybe he does worship Xenu. I have no idea. But the celebrities that are members there are truly there just because of how much they get in return for it. There's a rumor Tom Cruise hires Sea Org to clean his house when he's away. I haven't heard that. That's fucking awesome, though. Don't they own all of Clearwater? They do, yeah. I've talked about that quite a bit. Clearwater is literally the Scientology hub. Yeah.